Okay, so I started doing some scaping on this. I'm starting to install some of my Hardscape. The idea behind this is that I'm trying to make some hides for the Acaras. I know there seems to be two that have paired off, and I just kind of want to create some hiding places for them. That would be like a place where they could hide in there behind these rocks. They could come in, and this could also function as a hiding place where it's a line of sight break. Trying to create some space behind those rocks. And then this is the other one. And the reason is because I'm going to have five Acaras in here, and I want them to be able to have areas where they can go and get away from each other. In the back, I'm going to be planting some Amazon sorts that I picked up on Marketplace. And we'll get there. The next thing I'll show you is what I'm doing as far as laying down the foundation for the substrate. I'll be putting some gravel behind these rock areas to build up and create some height. I'm going to be using some of this gravel that I have in here that I've separated from those buckets that I collected out at the wash. What I used this as a sieve, and I was able to separate the smaller stuff, which is going to be the sand that I have in here, and I'm going to use that as my top layer. I might use some of this medium gravel as filler to create elevation and height. This I'm going to mix with some potting soil. Scoot over, Toby. And I'm going to use it for my nutritional substrate. And that'll go on top of that larger size gravel. And I'll be placing that in these areas back in here, right in there, and back in there where I'm going to be placing that. And these are all the Amazon sorts that I'm going to be planting in there. Actually, these, believe it or not, I was able to pick them up here locally where I live on Marketplace. And that being said, I want to thank the young lady that let me have these, because she gave them to me. She didn't sell them to me. Her name is Marilyn, and I want to say thank you very much, Marilyn. These are all the Amazon sorts that I'm going to be putting in there. And she also gave me what I think is wisteria, along with those, quite a little bit more Amazon sorts, some water wisteria that I'm also probably going to use in there. And so what's next is I'm gonna start. I don't know if I'm still gonna tinker with this rock formations that I have in here. I'm not sold 100% yet if that's what I'm gonna do. But for right now, I'm gonna start there and then see what happens. So hopefully the next thing you'll see is once I start filling in the back. Once I've done that, I'll show you before I start layering it with the different materials that I'm going to use to do that. All right, so see you soon.